Assalamu alaikum, dear my audience. I hope you all fine. I am your teacher Muhaymin. I am going to talk about characteristics of Victorian age and the elements of Gothic novel. The reason that we are going to know about characteristics of Victorian novel is that many of writers in novel or poetry reflect the social attitude or social life of a pupil in their novels and their poetry. And the reason that we are going to know about the element of Gothic novel is that the Wuthering Height, the novel of Wuthering Height is its genre يعني النوع الصنف الأدبي مالتها هي Gothic. Okay, so we are going to know about the Victorian age and also going to know about Gothic novel or characteristics of Gothic novel. First, we have realism in Victorian age. Realism literature of this age comes closer to daily life, which reflects its practical problems and interests. It becomes a powerful instrument of human progress. So, many writers of this era reflect the life of everyday people in their novels. For example, if you read Hard Times, you will see that Charles Dickens reflects the life and social education in his novel Hard Times. And also in Wuthering Heights, we're going to see that how women's and children's and also the difference between social class and lower class have been reflected in the novel. Second, the gender rule. The rule of women and children was very limited. They were being used by fathers and husbands for works in factories, and they were like as servants in their life. So, the role of women was very limited. There is no any right for them. Okay, that's the reason feminists have emerged or flourished in this era in particular. Okay, so the society was male dominated. They control women in all aspects, and we are going to see in the novel of Wuthering Height, we will see that Catherine Linton, the daughter of Catherine, we will see how Heathcliff insulted her and offended her in chapter 3 when he said to her that she was living in his charity and that she doesn't work at all. Third, the impoverishment and child laborers. Poverty, injustice, and Europeaning significantly influenced the individuals of that age. So, there were a lot of orphans children in the streets. For example, in Wuthering Heights, we will see that Heathcliff come from the streets of Liverpool as an orphan child because he lost his fathers. Okay, that's reason of that's back to the poverty. People they don't have any food to eat. Okay, the monarchies employed youngsters as chimney sweeps in London. Out of 1,000 children born, 500 succumbed before reaching the age of 2 due to the poverty and the determinal urban environment. We will see that if you read in poetry or in any novel that monarchies and the church controlling was using children as chimney sweepers. يعني كانوا يستخدمون الأطفال كمنظفين مداخن وكانوا يختارون الأطفال اللي هم اليتامى وكانوا يعني حجمهم صغير حتى يدخلون داخل المدخنة وينظفوها. فأكثر من دولة الأطفال اللي كانوا يشتغلون كانوا يموتون بعمر صغير جدا لأنه الدخان والريحة اللي تنبعث من المداخن هم ينظفونها. قمة في الظلم قمة في المهم. Appearance of female poets. One of the most significant accomplishments of this Victorian era is the appearance of female poets. For example, we have the sisters of Emily Bronte, Charlotte, Annie, and Emily. They were all sisters and they were all writers. For example, we have Virginia Woolf. Also, we have Elizabeth Browning, Christina Rossetti. Okay, these writers, women writers, reflect. Most of them talk about women's rights. They try to show how women were have no right in the society. Fifth, the Industrial Revolution, the new cash economy, the decline of land-based aristocracy, and the rise of corruptions, the Portuguese and me- me- uh, mercantile classes. I mean the social classes between the people. The Industrial Revolution separated the society into classes, low classes and high classes. The high classes were also they were control the society and they do everything they want. Unlike low classes, they were used as a servants and workers for high classes. The fundamental basis of wealth was radically changing during the 19th century from land of consumable products, and you will find these themes in almost every single Victorian novel. Okay, the social classes we will find it between the family in Wuthering Heights, I mean, between the family of Linton and the family of Earnshaw. Okay, so these are the characteristics of Victorian age. I hope you get benefit of this. Now, we are going to talk about elements of Gothic novel. First thing we have the setting of the novel. Setting in a castle or old mansion. The action takes place in and around an old castle or an old mansion or the ruins of an old castle or mansion. Sometimes the edifice is seemingly abandoned, sometimes occupied, and sometimes it's not clear whether the building has occupants, human or otherwise. The castles often contain secret passages, trapdoors, secret rooms, trick panels with hidden leaves, dark or hidden staircases, and possibly rain sections. So, in Wuthering Heights, we have the setting of Wuthering Heights. It's placed in it's set in a place that no one reached it. It's very far place. And also we have the weather. With the weather reflects. We will talk about the weather in second point, but the setting is in a place that no one could reach it. Okay. And also he says that secret rooms or passage. We will see that in chapter 3 there is a secret room that Heathcliff does not allow for anyone to enter it. But Zilla, we will see that in next chapter. I want to burn the action for you. Number 2, an atmosphere of mystery and substance. The work is pervaded by a threatening feeling, a fear enhanced by the unknown. This atmosphere is sometimes advanced when characters see only a glimpse of something. Was that a person rushing out the window or only the wind blowing a curtain? Is that creating sound coming from someone's step on the square floor or only the normal sounds of the night? Often the plot itself is built around a mystery such as unknown parentage, a disappearance, or some other unexpectable events. Pupils disappear or show up dead unexpectedly. We will see that Emily Bronte used mystery or substance in the first chapter when she created an unusual unusual scene or atmospheres for the novel. This technique is ambiguity, one of the techniques used in literature to push reader to read more and more in the novel, to know more and more about the action, what will happen in the next chapters. Okay. Third, omens, portents, visions. A character may have a disputing dream vision or some phenomena may be seen as a portent of coming events. For example, if the statue of the Lord of the Manor falls over, it may portend his death. So, in chapter 3, we will find that Mr. Lockwood sleep in the room that Heathcliff doesn't allow anyone to enter it. When he sleeps, he sees two dreams, okay? And he sees a ghost in the dream. We'll see in next chapters. Fourth, supernatural or otherwise inexplicable events. Dramatic, amusing event occur such as ghosts or giants walking or inanimate objects such as a suit of armor or painting come to life. In some works, the events are ultimately given a natural explanation, while in others, the events are truly supernatural. So, we will see in chapter 3 that the ghost of Catherine, Catherine Linton will appear to the audience or to Mr. Lockwood, and also Catherine Earnshaw will appear to Heathcliff by the ghost. So Emily Bronte used the ghost to add it what to add ambiguity, also to push reader to read more and more and know the real they all think about the ghosts. 6. High, even overwrought emotion. The narration may be highly sentimental, and the characters are often overcome by anger, sorrow, surprise, fear, and special terror. Characters suffer from a new nervous and a feeling of impending doom. Crying and emotional speeches are frequent. Breathlessness and panic are common. In the film Gothic, screaming is common. So we will see that characters use or have a very emotion. For example, Heathcliff, when Catherine died, he say, "Hunt me, then hunt me," and he start crying. And also we have Hindley, the son of Mr. Earnshaw, when his wife died, he never wept or cry. He began to curse God and men and to start to drink. We will see in the chapters the true nature of Hindley, Heathcliff, all the characters and what will they face in their life in the novel. So that's what we have today. I hope you that got understand of the events or the characteristics or anything that you could understand. So thank you for watching. I hope or I will meet you in next episode.